Nigeria's reading culture is weakening, raising questions about the country's future in education and knowledge. With literacy rates slipping year after year, schools and libraries are now being challenged to step up. Globally, Nigeria also trails behind countries that continue to invest in lifelong reading habits. The report.
Recently, the world marked International Literacy Day under the theme of promoting literacy in a digital era. But in Nigeria, the numbers tell a worrying story. The literacy rate has dropped from 63.16% in 2021 to 59.97% in 2024, according to UNESCO estimates. By comparison, the global literacy average is about 87%, and countries like South Africa and Egypt have literacy levels above 70% and 75% respectively. Nigeria now ranks among the lower-tier nations on literacy. At the heart of this discussion are public libraries. The National Library's Apex branch in Abuja is the country's main reference hub. Management says it is working to keep knowledge accessible and relevant.
People coming to use our library space here. So, and they make use of our resources because, as you know, we are a legal depository library. So their information, their resources, you can find anywhere except the National Library. So far for me, it's on the average. If I'm to class it, it's on the average for me. And I think the library in Nigeria are doing great.
Yet, many users feel the library lacks modern resources and facilities to meet current needs.
That make people not to come is the environment. You can see it for yourself. The infrastructure is totally, in fact, it's not inviting. It's not something that can make someone, interested to read. Because of the environment, there's no AC, we hardly use lights sometimes. When you come in at 9 a.m., you find out there's no lights. They turn it on maybe at 10 a.m. and turn it off at 5 p.m. So these are some of the reasons.
Experts argue that libraries alone cannot reverse this trend. Schools must also do more to foster reading habits and make them part of daily learning.
Yes, it's e-library. That is the electronic library where they can access books online. Maybe they might not know about the book. Maybe we'll just give them the name when they go home. If they have their personal PC, that is computer, they'll just log in, search for their book, read it. If they like, they might even print it. We have books, so many books online that they are very interested and very, very enjoying when you read them.
So schools need to educate our parents very well on the need to introduce learners to reading right from their very early age. Even when they can't read, parents can start reading to them such that when they have the skill, the competence required to start reading, they will also develop the love for reading. Because if a child is exposed early to reading, it's going to improve their cognitive ability, it's going to improve their vocabulary, then it's going to make them social beings instead of them being on social media, that they will not be able to relate with people in their physical environment.
Students themselves believe schools should rethink how they approach reading, making it less of a chore and more of a habit worth keeping.
Some they prefer to read for entertainment, storybooks, novels. Others they like to learn factual books. Others they read to improve themselves, self-help, general knowledge and so on. So to get people to want to read more, you have to be geared towards what they want to read, not necessarily what you need them to.
I think maybe schools should have maybe they should create a time where they'll maybe give an interview to every student and find out about their interests, what they like reading, what troubles them, why can't they read, something to motivate them and guide them into reading, so we'll be able to build a brighter future.
Nigeria's literacy crisis is not just about numbers. It reflects how much value the society places on knowledge. Reversing the decline will depend on a collective effort by schools, libraries, families, and policymakers to rebuild a culture where reading is seen as a lifelong pursuit. Nadia Busari, Trust TV News, Abuja.